Sure, here's a short story that naturally weaves in some popular Audi car features like Quattro all-wheel drive, virtual cockpit, MMI navigation, LED headlights, adaptive cruise control, Bang & Olufsen sound system, etc. A drive to remember. Ethan had always loved driving. But today felt different. Today, he was driving his brand new Audi A6 out of the city for the first time. As the sun dipped below the skyline, Ethan switched on the Matrix LED headlights, watching them slice through the evening haze with crisp precision. The road curved through rolling hills, slick from an earlier rain. Yet the car's Quattro all-wheel drive kept it hugging every bend confidently, making Ethan feel in perfect control. Inside, the cockpit felt more like a spaceship. The Audi virtual cockpit lit up behind the wheel, a high-resolution digital display showing the speed, navigation, and real-time traffic updates all at once. His favorite playlist, played through the crystal-clear Bang & Olufsen 3D sound system, transformed the cabin into a moving concert hall. Halfway through the trip, Ethan tapped the intuitive MMI touch response on the center console to set a new destination, a small lakeside town he'd always wanted to visit. The screen reacted instantly, plotting the route and suggesting scenic detours. Traffic grew denser as he neared the outskirts of town. Activating adaptive cruise control, Ethan felt the car subtly adjust its speed, maintaining a safe distance from the car ahead. It made the stop-and-go traffic almost relaxing. As night fell, the ambient interior lighting glowed softly around the cabin, giving it a warm, welcoming atmosphere. When he finally parked near the lakeshore, Ethan stepped out, closed the solid, reassuring door, and glanced back at his Audi. The LED taillights shimmered like a signature, elegant and unmistakable. For Ethan, this wasn't just a car. It was a partner on every road, one that made every journey smoother, safer, and so much more memorable. If you'd like, I can also write a longer story, a sci-fi adventure featuring Audi AI tech, or even a script for an Audi commercial. Would you like me to expand this or write it in another style? Of course. Here's the next part of the story, continuing Ethan's journey and bringing in more Audi features, while deepening the atmosphere and narrative. Part 2. The Lakeside Encounter. Ethan stood by the quiet lakeshore, breathing in the crisp night air. The moon shimmered on the water, its reflection broken only by gentle ripples. Behind him, his Audi A6 waited silently, the faint glow of the ambient interior lighting visible through the windows. After a moment of stillness, Ethan decided to explore the lakeside road that wrapped around the water. As he got back into the driver's seat, the car recognized him instantly. Thanks to Audi's memory seats, the leather seat adjusted back to his preferred position, and the climate control resumed the soft warmth he liked. He pulled onto the winding lakeside road. The head-up display projected the speed and navigation cues onto the windshield, letting him keep his eyes on the road without distraction. The twisting path was narrow and dark, but the Matrix LED headlights adapted seamlessly, widening the beam on curves and dimming automatically for oncoming traffic. Halfway along the lake, Ethan noticed an unexpected turnoff marked only by an old, mossy sign. Driven by curiosity, he let the MMI navigation recalculate the route and guided the car down the narrower path. The road grew rougher, but the car's adaptive air suspension absorbed every bump, keeping the cabin smooth and quiet. Through the panoramic sunroof, Ethan glimpsed the moonlight filtering through tall pines. Finally, the road opened up to a hidden overlook above the lake. He parked and shut off the engine. Stepping out, he was greeted by the scent of pine and the soft rush of water below. As Ethan admired the view, he heard footsteps approaching. Out of the shadows stepped a woman, perhaps in her early 30s, bundled in a scarf and coat. She smiled, a little shyly. "Beautiful spot, isn't it?" she said. "Yeah," Ethan replied. "I've driven by this lake 100 times but never found this turnoff." "Funny how the best places hide just off the main road," she mused, looking past him at the Audi. "Nice car. You must really love to drive." "I do," Ethan said, glancing back. "It almost feels like it guides me sometimes." The woman laughed softly. Maybe it did. They stood in silence for a moment, looking out over the moonlit water. Ethan felt an odd sense of calm, as if the road, the lake, and even the car had brought him exactly where he was meant to be. "Heading back soon?" she asked. "In a bit," Ethan said. "Want a ride to town?" She hesitated, then nodded. "Sure, thanks." They walked to the car. The keyless entry unlocked the doors automatically as Ethan approached. Inside, the warm ambient light greeted them, and the Bang & Olufsen system softly resumed playing, a gentle piano track that seemed to fit the night. As they pulled away from the overlook, Ethan wondered what other hidden paths and unexpected encounters the road, and his Audi, might lead him to next. If you'd like, I can continue this into a third part where they drive together, share stories, and the Audi's features become part of the mood and the dialogue. Would you like me to?